Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Telit Cinterion webinar, NExT Connected Module, Revolutionizing IoT Solutions. I'm Amanda Flink, the Head of Global Events here at Telit, and I will be moderating today's event. To explain this topic today, I am pleased to be joined by two speakers. First, we have Marco Stercuzzi, the VP of Product Marketing at Telit Cinterion. And second, we have Noam Shani, Director of Connectivity Product Marketing at Telit Cinterion. Now, just before I hand it over to Noam to start the presentation, I do have a few quick reminders. Audience, we will have time to answer some questions at the end of our presentation here. You can simply submit a question by posting in the questions box located near the bottom of your screen. Also, please be sure to check out the resources section for some additional information on our topic today. There you can find today's slide deck and some other resources. And finally, we will send out this replay link to attendees at the conclusion of the webinar, so be on the lookout for that. And with that, Noam, I will hand it over to you to start our presentation today.
Thanks, Amanda. Okay, so what we will go over for the following half an hour or so is introducing Telit Cinterion new unique offering called NExT Connected Module. We are offering comprehensive packages for the first time in a as-a-service commercial model, all optimized to work seamless together. So just before getting in depth on the proposal itself, let's introduce the foundation that gives Telit Cinterion the ability to leverage towards these offerings. Telit Cinterion has a unique position in the market, or in the IoT industry, better said. Well-recognized module vendor with more than 20 years of experience. This inherently helps us engage with customers at the very beginning of the IoT journey, right at the designing stage of the IoT product itself. We see ourselves as partners with our customers for the entire life cycle of their products. Basically, we have expertise in the three main domains related to cellular connectivity. Modules, the cloud-based solutions, platforms for that matter, and obviously connectivity. Important to mention, we recognize as a service provider is that dealing with connectivity is pretty much similar and critical as dealing with security. You can't really take that as a simple thing. You will decide later on. Our customers need to consider it from the early stage of their project to make sure they have reliable and future-proof solution. This is what we call connectivity by design. With our NExT connectivity offer, we can propose tailored data plans, providing global coverage, and with our advanced remote SIM provisioning capabilities, we can help customers bring their own connectivity. Okay, we split our solutions offered into three main pillars for a different part of the IoT project. So first of all, from the left to the right, load and manage subscription. This is for the pre and post deployment stages. Providing and enabling connectivity. It's pretty much per use case. We have the flexibility to do that. And the complementary platforms to guarantee a reliable connectivity with full visibility and control. To answer different challenges getting in optimized and reliable connectivity, we offer our wide portfolio of solutions. One thing is that we hear loud and clear from our customers, and in general from the market, is the need to work with one unique partner to overtake most of the parts possible of the connectivity value chain in an IoT product. This will dramatically improve our customer support experience that we can get from one unique interface to solve their challenges. So again, if we are starting from the left to the right, the advanced remote SIM provisioning capabilities. This is the ability to load remotely subscription in field or in factory, is in a way the foundation of connectivity by design strategy. NExT Network, our main connectivity offering. This is based on our full IoT MVNO own core network capabilities that helps our customers to get global coverage with mobile applications or static devices being deployed across the world. We can adapt data plans to the specific needs of our customers' applications, helping them to control cost and basically manifesting the one global SKU without any permanent roaming restrictions. For the ones that must deal with multiple connectivity suppliers, we acknowledge that not only that our next offering could be one fit all, we can provide them solution to do in-factory connectivity provision, simplifying drastically the supply chain in this case. And last and not least, our CMP platform called NExT Pro. This will help monitor and control good health of your connectivity. Basically, all that with the ability to leverage the cellular module's capabilities that we can monitor better the network and overall context where the device is developed and deployed, and use this to enable remote and best connectivity for the devices themselves. Until lately, most of these elements were delivered separately in the market, or at least wasn't really optimized to work seamless together. As mentioned before, this brings us to the point that we are one of the unique players in the IoT market best positioned to supply the full package of IoT connectivity elements. So this brings us to what is NExT Connected Modules all about. So in one sentence, this is the comprised, flexible, and comprehensive package of cellular module, connectivity plan, and management tools, all delivered under one contract on a monthly recurring cost sold as a service. We introduced a comprehensive approach that simplify and elevate IoT solution development. These packages could redefine how businesses approach IoT as it eases the effort needed to start an IoT project. The packages offer commercial, operational, and technical advantages that we will elaborate a little bit more in the following slides. The unique proposition of flexible packages eliminates unnecessary complexities and establishes one focal point for support and service for our customers. This connects directly to our connectivity by design approach that I just explained, as this method combines cellular modules with connectivity solutions and management tools from the inception of the IoT project. The modules the modules and connectivity in this case are selected and configured to ensure flawless operation, enhancing technical and business deployment aspects. Okay, so if we will take for a minute one step back, we need to understand why Telit is best positioned to offer this. So to begin with, Telit Cinterion can offer this solution that addresses devices development challenges at every stage. We have all product in-house, making it operational sense, but also business-wise sense. Doing financing schemes as such for our customer need companies with business strength, making it a vivid business model that eventually we will and can delegate almost all benefits directly to our customers, and that will lower the financial risk eventually to all. This didn't come out of nowhere, so more likely methodically studying the market needs and using our own data from our vast experience, looking into market figures and trying to pinpoint the best suitable markets that can find this offering interesting and effective for them was something like that I'm calling it like the compass for us to understand that. The most important thing we found out was that this has a strong fit with high probability for service provider oriented companies, and I will explain that more in the next slides. The more you are close to your end customer, maintaining recurrent relationship with them, you will find this crucial as a business model that will help you leverage business and eventually invest more in your own revenue growth. The verticals that you can see here that we present in this slide are in a way reflecting this relationship, the service provider to a customer. Obviously, not all will find the perfect fit here, yet additional verticals can find this attractive as well. Focusing on these verticals, after acknowledging that they are the most likely being a service provider oriented verticals, we will bring that will bring us, close to the decision makers so we can influence and elevate our well-known experience in the IoT market eventually. Adding to that, these are growing markets presented by all major analysts and pretty much are aligned with our leading verticals that we serve with our customers internally in Telit Cinterion. Now, how we believe this business scheme packages benefits our customers. So, why connected model? We want to ease and simplify our customer access to cellular connectivity by offering a flexible business model, pretty much all in one package in a monthly recurring cost. To whom, so as mentioned in the previous slide, service provider are right on the sweet spot as we classify them as the usual suspect for this kind of offering. We are addressing low speed cellular technology, and again, we will explain this later on. Companies that need global coverage, obviously being an IoT, global IoT and VNO tier one supplier will affect on that. And what is probably the most important or best differentiate us from others or other offerings in the market is customers that are looking for OpEx versus CapEx business model. What are we actually offering here? We are offering a dedicated optimized packages that includes modules, connectivity, and management tools, all tailored to specific use cases and customer needs. Breaking the offering into unique sales points will probably help us understand it better. Like most things, this splits into two main pillars. On the commercial part, first and foremost, something that is circulated through most analyst reports or surveys that lately were published, done with major companies in the market, is reducing the multi-supplier operation. This is relevant and true for the commercial aspect as well. As mentioned previously, having all elements in-house permits us to delegate directly to our customers this commercial efficiency. And of course, the OpEx versus capital business model, that eventually will remove upfront capital investment with hardware included in the package that we're offering. On the operational side, again, reducing multi-supplier operation is crucial. We are selling one package that includes all, so it will be only natural that there will be one focal point for the service and the support as well. By that, simplifying internal SKU management for customers, that is something else that our customers can surely appreciate. This is one product needed to be managed versus multiple separated products that they were used to deal with. On the technical aspects, are clearly affected as well. And again, communicates with our connectivity by design strategy straight on, where all parts are organized to work seamless together, module, SIM, connectivity plan, management platforms. We inherently have a lot to contribute to our customer that are engaging as new to the IoT field by having a lot of experience as this is a module driven at the end of the day. All this eventually is connected directly to the embedded solution that will be more and more visible in the market. Just to clear this point, we have embedded, if we will take it top button. So at the top, we have embedded solutions. Underneath that, embedded connectivity, where the actual SIM is soldered on the module itself, in this case, and connected module that is complementing it on the business aspect. So again, embedded connectivity is the physical part, let's say, and connected module is the business model that complements the whole offering itself. Okay, So after a long build-up, let's talk about the actual offer in this case. We are starting from two packages with two different modules. One is the LPWA package, and the other one is the LTE one, or to be more accurate, the Cat1 bis one. As you can see, it includes the module, SIM card, global connectivity plan, NExT Pro, our connectivity management platform, and for the ME310, the OneEdge Pro platform to manage the device itself, and from the ELS62, it's the device management platform that comes with it. So, as presented several times by now, we are covering all parts of the connectivity-related elements in the IoT project. To make everything even more simple in this case, we choose to go with a one-price strategy, starting from 89 cents per month for the whole package. We are leaving flexibility to configure the connectivity plan, as we understand that this is in some use cases, it will be needed. And additionally, we can offer this with the initial grace period if a customer needs that prior to his actual deployment. Of course, this will affect the package pricing accordingly, but again, these are very comprehensive and straightforward packages that we offer. What is important to take from this offering, other than being, as mentioned, competitive and disruptive as we feel and think, is that this capitalizes the essence of the experience that we bring to the IoT market for decades. So the modules are defined with the average data consumption that we know that are using for the specific verticals that I presented before. This is synced with the deployment scenarios for the specific verticals, again, that we targeted to offer this. So competitive pricing in a comfortable as-a-service business model with optimized elements to be efficient is the essence of the whole proposal. So just to summarize my part in this case and the key takeaways. So we are talking about unique, dedicated as-a-service packages, all included with monthly recurring costs. We're focusing on addressable verticals and application, as mentioned. There's a very strong fit to service providers-oriented companies that they can delegate, as mentioned, this business model from them to their end customers. Low cost, low power use cases, like I mentioned, Cat-M, Cat1 bis modules that are supported in these packages, with flexible business model, again, OpEx versus CapEx business models, and the pricing, important to understand that are, or let's say can be configured, and we can adjust the connectivity plan as needed to the use case. So this was my part. Marco, I think the floor is yours right now.
Thank you, Noam. Great stuff. So in the second part of today's webinar, I will walk you through the main target use cases for which we believe that our module as a service offering resonates well. So first, please let me take a step back and start from the beginning to let you understand where we are coming from with the definition of these two as a service packages. So Noam touched upon this before, but allow me to explain why we decided specifically for these two specific modules rather than others in our portfolio for this type of offering. So basically, we asked ChatGPT to choose for us the best product. No, just kidding. But it would have been maybe interesting doing like that. Anyway, joking apart, our thought process when defining this new disruptive offering has started with the selection of the best segments for combining the sale of cellular modules and connectivity data plans together. And based on our internal analysis, as Noam mentioned before, those are telematics and tracking, which is about vehicles or assets on the move, connected healthcare, and security and surveillance systems. Then we identified the high runner modules for these segments, which means not only those products that are more popular among our customer base and that we are shipping in the highest volume, but also those that have the longest lifespan among our module portfolio. And this is to ensure longevity and future proofing to the customer applications. We also wanted to make sure that those modules provide flexible connectivity options, like global frequency support for worldwide deployments, first of all, and then also fallback to 2G for best coverage, even on those areas where maybe cellular LPWA and LTE technologies are not yet widely available. So the choice finally went for the ME310G1WW for the LPWA as a service package. This is our smallest LTM narrowband IoT module with 2G fallback. So it's a perfect fit for compact battery-driven asset trackers for global deployments, for example. And then we choose the ELS62W for the LTE mid-speed as a service package. This is our LTE Cat1 bis with 2G fallback module, and it allows seamless roaming across Europe, Middle East, Africa, Latin America, and Asia Pacific regions. It also supports voice for applications like security alarm panels or connected elevator panels that need to make an emergency call in case of need. Both of these modules come with Telit Cinterion unique value-added software services for device management, namely OneEdge for the ME310G1 and IoT Suite for the ELS62. And this is useful to ensure not only a long lifespan to the hardware itself, but also to give the right remote management tools throughout the full life cycle of an IoT project. So after the initial deployment, when the devices will stay in the field for many years to go and may need some touches to update them or just to maintain them during their lifetime. So let me tell you a few more words about each of the two modules that are now available as part of the new connected as a service packages. The ME310G1, this is the module included in the LPWA package. LPWA stands for Low Power Wide Area. This is an advanced LTM narrowband IoT module. It also supports 2G fallback for augmented coverage. The ME310G1 comes with global cellular band support and embedded GNSS for efficient satellite-based positioning. It also supports a set of advanced software features like embedded processing through what we call Telit Cinterion App Zone, which is an SDK and a set of APIs that can be used to develop application code directly into the core processor of the module without the need for an external MCU. As well as the module supports Telit Cinterion OneEdge device management and also secure, easy edge-to-cloud authentication and onboarding. All of this makes the ME310G1 in combination with Telit Cinterion NExT global connectivity plans the perfect match for a vast array of IoT applications, ranging from asset tracking to connected healthcare, smart metering, and smart agriculture. The second connected module as a service package is focused on mid-speed LTE connectivity, and it features the ELS62 LTE Cat1 bis with 2G fallback module. This product brings you all the advantages of LTE Category 1 in terms of seamless network coverage across all countries, and also the support for both data and voice communication. all paired with the advances of embedded SIM and Telit Cinterion connectivity activation remote SIM provisioning service. Together also with an efficient remote fleet management possible through the Telit Cinterion IoT suite. So the ELS62 is an efficient and flexible solution for a wide range of IoT devices, from security alarm panels, surveillance cameras, to telematics boxes and asset trackers. Now, a typical example of a perfect use case for our connected module as a service packages is, for example, the one of a tracking solution provider or a telematics solution provider. In fact, most telematics and tracking solution providers nowadays work already in an as-a-service model with their end customer. So we believe that for them, having a similar as-a-service business model available to buy the cellular module and the cellular connectivity will help a lot in their financials, moving CapEx to OpEx and eliminating the hurdle of the one-off initial investment for the hardware, which may be significant, especially for high volume applications. This way, they can avoid filling up their inventory and absorb their costs almost at the same time they realize their revenue with their end customers. And let's not forget that this is not only about bringing to the market a disruptive business model, but also about helping customers go to market faster and giving them the confidence that all the connected ingredients they need for their IoT solutions are coming together from the same vendor, pre-tested, pre-validated, and with a single point of contact to support them through the life cycle of the project. I'm talking about avoiding annoying back and forth between different suppliers where none of them wants to take the liability for a problem in the field. So this is an intangible value that you may underestimate when putting together the business plan for your IoT project. In fact, it is difficult to measure how much benefit you can get from a single supplier that takes full liability for any problems in the field, no matter if the problem is originated by the modem or by the SIM or by the network. But this is really something that I believe it pays off in the long term. So thinking of a small battery-powered asset tracker, then the ME310G1WW LPWA module combined with a data plan of most likely not more than a megabyte per month, but that allows a global use. So this is a really good match. If the LPWA package with the ME310G1WW does a good job addressing battery-powered devices, some typical use cases that are well served by the mid-speed LTE package, the one based on the ELS62 Cat1bis module, are, for example, devices used for lone worker security, and also the so-called MPERS, an acronym that stands for Mobile Personal Emergency Response System, which refers to a wearable, like can be a push-button device, that allows elderly people to signal the need for immediate attention and call for help, no matter where they are, whether they are at home or outside. So both these devices, the lone worker security and the MPERS, need to rely on a wireless technology that is available across different countries, for example, across all Europe or Latin America, Asia, and not like LTM and Narrowband IoT that to this regards, they still have some coverage gaps in some regions. And B, second, voice calls must be allowed in case of an emergency. So In addition to the move from CapEx to OpEx that Noam and have already widely discussed today, and the removal of the initial hardware investment, which helps customers with their cash flow, we are adding here a flexible cellular solution based on both voice and data communication across multiple regions. And with the best coverage or the best tariffs, always guaranteed, depending on, this is thanks to our Telit NExT Global multi-SIM CMVNO SIM cards. Okay, so with that said, I think we went through the content we wanted to show to you today. So I'll hand it over back to Amanda now for questions, if any.
Great, thanks, Marco, and Noam for walking us through that. Real quick, just before we get to the questions, audience, I am going to drop a poll on your screen here. If you'd like to have somebody contact you directly, please just respond here on the poll, and we'll be sure to have someone reach out to you. We do have time for a few questions, and there's time to ask the question still, so please submit using the box located near the bottom of your screen. We've got a couple here, so Noam, let me ask this first one to you. Is it possible to tailor the data plan to my needs?
Yeah. So as I think I mentioned that in the presentation. So basically, yes, we fully acknowledge that there are different use cases, even for the specific verticals that we think we know best, or let's say we know enough how to attach the real data plan that we know that it will be relevant in this case. So the data plan itself can be tailored to a different use case. In some cases, I have been asked if even we can configure different parts of the package itself, not only the connectivity plan. So the important thing to understand is that we are targeting this kind of packages to a vastest audience that we can, and we're trying to put that as an off-the-shelf kind of offering. So for the vast majority of our customers, let's say the Pareto will here be like 90% of the customers or 85% of the customers will find this package as it is appropriate to their needs. And we could do adjustments if needed eventually. And not only on the package itself, the data plan itself, probably more even if needed, but this is like for edge use cases. But in general, we can tailor the data plan accordingly, and like mentioned in the presentation, this will affect on the price level itself, so need to take that under consideration when doing that.
Okay, great. Next question here. Can I get the module with an embedded SIM as part of the package?
Yeah, I can take this one. So this is actually an important point. So two things. First of all, you can always get the SIM in whatever format you prefer. So we're not talking necessarily about a plastic SIM card when we talk about a SIM, but it can also be a SIM on chip, the so-called embedded SIM. And second point, the ELS62, the Cat1bis modules we talked about before, will be soon available with an eSIM, an embedded SIM, soldered underneath the shield of the module itself. So then you can get one single piece of hardware, including both the cellular modem and the eSIM inside. And this will simplify even more the logistics for the different electronic components and the manufacturing of the final device. So already today it's possible to get an eSIM instead of a plastic SIM card, but that is coming outside of the module, so it needs to be placed next to the module in the final electronic device. And soon we will also be able to provide the module with DSIM inside the module as a single piece.
Great, thanks, Marco. Let me ask you this next question as well. Is this offering limited just to those two modules, or are more available?
Yeah, excellent. So we are starting from these two modules. Basically, I tried to explain the rationale that we followed in the selection of the two modules to address different use cases. So the ME310G1 LPWA module for data-only battery-powered application. The ELS62 can satisfy also applications requiring voice communication or higher data rate and lower latencies, such as surveillance cameras, for example. On the other hand, the ELS62 is not intended for deployment into the US, while the ME310G1 is a perfect fit over there. So LTM coverage is pretty good in the US. So that being said, it's important also to mention that we will be introducing soon more modules available with the as a service package. We will introduce a new global LTE Cat 1bis module suitable for the American market too, and also next generation LTM narrowband IoT module, which will be best in class in terms of low power consumption among the other improvements. So we are expanding the list of modules available as a service. What we are doing, and I think Noam mentioned that before, we are limiting this type of offering to low power wide area and LTE Cat 1bis, as going to more sophisticated, more expensive technology categories like LTE broadband categories 6, 12, 18, 20, and 5G mobile broadband would imply a fairly higher monthly fee that we are not sure would be financially sustainable in the long term. So we believe that the sweet spot for this type of offering is more in the low to mid tier of cellular technologies and IoT devices.
Great. Really good explanation there. Next question, and maybe Noam, I'll hand this one to you. What happens after 36 months?
Yeah, so basically nothing in a nutshell, but to elaborate on that more, this is a subscription-based offering. So you will have, for the entire life cycle of this product or this module, you will have a reliable sustainability on the price level as well. So nothing will happen or will change after 36 months until the point you reach the point that you think that you need to change the module itself, or you want to buy a new package with or additional packages or something else. But in general, the 36-month length is reflecting more on the commitment part, because eventually we are doing the financial part on this package. So there's a minimum commitment to buy this, or in the contract to buy this package, but eventually the price level will stay the same.
Okay, and is this offering available globally?
Yeah, sure. So this is actually leveraging again our full product portfolio in this case. So we are a full IoT MVNO. We have the vastest coverage that can offered in the market. So we have, like, based on roaming solutions on our NExT core network, we can offer this solution in North America with CAT-M, because we're offering here a CAT-M module, as Marco explained again just a minute before me. So we have the coverage of CAT-M in North America and in Europe as well. So this is all related to the coverage that we can offer. Obviously, you can take that in Latin America and even in APAC. So it's pretty much combining all the benefits that we, as we called it, a triple player can offer in the same package with the modules, and obviously the global connectivity. We actually saw, or let's say, not a similar kind of offering, but something that is hinting to be similar to a package like that several years ago, and it was only let's say defined into several places like in Europe or stuff like that. But this is actually playing with our best cards and offering the vastest coverage that you can take from an IoT MVNO, global IoT MVNO. So definitely yes, and this is one of the biggest advantages taking these packages from Telit Cinterion.
Thanks, Noam. I think that's all the question. Oh, sorry. Did you have one more thing to add?
No.
No, I wanted to close with a joke, going back to the previous question. What happens after 36 months? So I think after 36 months you will like the connected module as a service so much that you will not buy anything else. So no, it's just to say. So this is we believe this is really innovating and disruptive offering in the market, first of its kind. So we truly believe in its value, and happy to also offline follow up with any deeper dive questions you may have, and walk you through the details of this new business model.
Well, great. I think that's a perfect wrap up here. So audience, let me remind you, there are some resources here that you can download and take with you today. Please be sure to check your inboxes in the coming days for that replay link. And Marco, Noam, thank you so much for your time today. Really appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thank you, Amanda. Thanks all.
Thanks a lot.